You're still muted, my friends.
Is that okay? No.
Yes, now it is.
Yeah. Sorry.
We're both blind, you know. We're racially blind.
On the other side,
I got a stick.
all the rainbows in space, spanning the world from end to end. A panoramic view from zero to zero of many galaxies, twinning with specific energy. No need to charge batteries. Back to back in time, reflecting on colours like an acid trip. Trippy as hell. The backdrop descends behind ranting demons. You and me, to be precise, with nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Curved like a rainbow. Me, a guardian of the night. Yes, she's just like a rainbow. Or is she a trick of the light? As she descends to an early grave, a sympathetic anaconda. It's the end at last, as light loses out in a stalemate to the dark. I'm on the other side of the tunnel as she glides in Damascene, and me, an ancient wizard with warlock hair, wings taking me nowhere. Is this really the end? Thought it was my fantasy. Wake me up, please. It's significant, this dream of annihilation, dressed in a jacket that never fits. I'm halfway out of hell in a flat spin, never to meet again. An extraterrestrial at last. I came with a crystalline grin. View panoramic bodies, twinning colours, dreaming acid, perverse moonlight, reflecting the black hole where we fall. Her silvering hair, highlit with yesterday's stars, a glassy stare. Are we immortal? Will it end? And following a paradisal bird, showing us the way to never-ending bliss, the kiss of an angel, a blueprint on my soul. We are whole like never before. A trillion galaxies, 0, 0, twinning atomic structures, back to back in a mirage, petals of light, moonlight, extraterrestrials flaunting it, wayward and crazy, in a meteorite storm. And the other one is a poem I wrote for Robert. It was his birthday yesterday. And as you can see, he's got a jumper bought by my sisters, which I thought was so lovely. Anyway, here we go. This is called To My Darling Robert on his 72nd birthday. I feel blessed to be alive with you, such magic to be found in conversation profound. The shape of a leaf, a winter flower, your green eyes in the depths of your garden. Stolen fruit is never your gain, but the sweet taste, an apple's wealth, satisfies you to the core. I'm in bliss when I return to you, no matter how short. Absence is always too long without you. I fail to exist. Let us return to my homeland in the Cherokee Hills and sing the praises of the moon together. Yes, there will be happy hunting grounds one day, but our wampum will keep us from harm. Our people are calling, they await our return, a pipe of peace, and learn so much more in everlasting dreams. I have got some Cherokee ancestry, actually. Yeah. Oh, there's just one more, which I think it's a while ago, but if there's time for one, I'll read. Otherwise, okay. Out of existence. My mobile tells it all between ads and videos, even Facebook. I pause to think how far away everyone is, dragging trailers to exotic places, filling us with Oscar-winning faces, races apart. Lists of names with their addresses on the side, deadly dull or exhilarating, from Railway Row to Maida Liverpool to Little Venice. Marionettes in the backwash represent diverse contacts. A repro of the tragedy, a 21st present from my friends. Picasso's blue period floats into view on a dismal December day. a fisherman's bereaved family, teetering on the edge of the waves. I digress. As seaweed trails from my hair, I swam too deep. It's like a fairground down there, starfish and lobsters, seahorses, who cares? I clutch an oyster containing a pearl. There's a black one in my jeans pocket. I examine it in my hand, passed from the sticky fingers of a fisher child, intent on making a good sail, his eyes a disaster zone. How heavy is it, love? But his face registers alarm. He snatches the rupee and vanishes. As smoke wafts above me, like in a black and white movie, my brain goes skew if. I recall secret places, holiday destinations, that carob tree by the sea in Turkey, where you told me you love me. Ooh-wee, they say that cannabis heightens the senses. I hang on in there, plenty of photos to die for. That barbecue, for instance, enjoyed on a barge. Afterwards, we swam in the lake. You swam into the rocks, you said. You wanted to be free like a naiad in a creek. And it was a package holiday in Turkey. Happiness comes unexpectedly between ads and videos. I pause to reflect on rays of sunshine in my balloon of memories, going backwards, nowhere.
Susie is always a hard act to follow.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
she is.
Our dog is, because he's learning mouse talk.
Yeah.
He's learning the mouse language.
Manifestation mice.
We can't get rid of these mice, and he keeps going. He's learning mouse talk. That's what he's doing now. If you hear him, that's what he's doing. I said, don't you trap them out.
My phrase poem today is called orbiting the galaxy of Sagittarius. As we're now in Sagittarius, well, of course we are. Orbiting the galaxy of Sagittarius. I'm watching the skies over the midnight sun on Uber Amagal, celebrating planet Earth, its survival orbiting the galaxy of Sagittarius, journeying back to the Delphic Oracle and the Apostolic Catholic Church, returning. I'll start again because I made a mess of it already. Can you like run the tape back, whatever? Orbiting the galaxy of Sagittarius. I'm watching the skies over the midnight sun on Uber Amagal, celebrating planet Earth, its survival, orbiting the galaxy of Sagittarius, journeying back to the Delphic Oracle and the Apostolic Catholic Church, returning to Alpha Centauri by Pythagorean metempsychosis. I'm back from an amphitheater on the Acropolis, a sacrificial lamb, returning via Mesopotamia in an Assyrian script rewritten in Aramaic, returning to Philadelphia tomorrow morning as an indentured slave. A solar flare in the snowflakes in the blizzard latitudes over Atlantis, traveling beyond the edge of space-time, overlooking Golgotha. I dreamt of angels singing Alleluia, Alleluia in the churchyard. Mary Magdalene witnessing the light shining in the inner sanctum. Icons burning, celebrating the festival in Egypt according to archangels. Guided by Polaris over the oceans, a vision of paradise, hills and valley. England on a transatlantic flight path, arriving from east of Eden. Via Mexico, we touched down on the Sea of Galilee in space-time, gathering flowers of amaryllis in the valley overlooking Aix-en-Provence. Journeying to Istanbul via Damascus on pilgrimage to the Indus Valley. Skull fragments from Mayan hill tomb, Precambrian to the Orkneys, celebrating the ecliptic of Mars in Scorpio, ascending from the sky gods. I'm back from an ancient church in Siberia, destroyed by half-lives. I'm watching the skies over the midnight sun on Ober Ammergau, celebrating planet Earth, its survival, orbiting the galaxy of Sagittarius. Thank you very much.
Is that what you didn't read them?
Feel free to read another one, Robert, if you like. Send
Maybe
me several.
if I maybe I will. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, as the man said once. I don't know. I will. You know, let me get myself together here. Shit. Okay, I'll go this. On the soundtrack, occasionally the music faltered from the major to minor. E sharp listening to radio waves from the BBC, tuning in to the light program for a second world service, listening to the weather report from the Outer Hebrides, static crackling on the pickup of our Albanian gramophone, listening to the music of Rachmaninoff and Tchaikovsky. We're going back through the mountain blizzard latitudes, imprisoned in the Lubyanka, experimentation after Sarajevo, returning to Egypt at the time of Suez Canal on Caravanserai, recalling Kandinsky and the Bauhaus in Munich, a Beta Decker raids over the Ruhr Valley, secret ops in Reykjavik and Helsinki, is threatening a storm over the Thames estuary, dark days, flying back from Ireland, electric therapy in our therapeutic area, Oxford, Cambridge, remembering dawnlight on the river Isis. An examination is in progress, quadraphonic symphony of angels. In the aftermath of the bombardment of Actium, Thermopylae, recall Herodotus and Thucydides from the University of Salamanca. Occasionally the music faltered from the major key to E minor. Let me excuse myself for not being able to sort of pronounce it. I just feel punch drunk all the time, you know. But that's just me.
He's not sleeping too well at the moment.
I'm getting woken up at 4 o'clock and I'm kind of hanging on by my toenails, you know, like a limp.
No worries. It was beautifully read, and